about 9 or 10 years ago, we began to learn about a new complex disorder called eosinophilic esophagitis, where we were evaluating children with feeding problems, chest pain, regurgitative symptoms, and difficulty feeding and swallowing food. Ultimately realized that it was this disorder called eosinophilic esophagitis, or EOE.
My name is Emma. I'm 8 years old and I have eosinophilic esophagitis. I'm allergic to eggs, nuts, wheat, and dairy, mustard, and shellfish.
They scoped her and saw that she had the classic signs of EOE with a narrowing esophagus and strictures.
Some days she even brushes her teeth, curled up in a ball on the bathroom floor because she's hunched over in pain.
EOE is a very, very difficult diagnosis because the diagnosis itself has to be made by an upper endoscopy. Upper endoscopies are invasive tests that require anesthesia, and although they are very safe, it is very, very anxiety-provoking to moms and dads. Unfortunately, because EOE is not well understood, we don't currently have any other method.
Hello, my name is Sophia. I am 9 years old and I have EOE. I don't really get to do other things that people do, like eat these things, and it makes me upset because I don't really understand it yet.
When I removed his favorite foods, Kai stood in the grocery store crying, and then he blamed me. And he said it was all my fault and that I did this to him. Kai has a feeding tube because his allergies were so bad. He came back, tested positive to everything, and while with the eosinophilic esophagitis, the only real way to tell that they're allergic to something is by scope. He was showing symptoms. I would give him one black bean and he would have projectile vomit all over the floor. And so as we started to see this progression, I felt like I'd be chasing myself around with this disease, and he wasn't growing, he wasn't thriving that we needed him to. And so we went ahead and opted for the feeding tube, and he's doing well now, but our typical day is mornings. He gets up and we try to do something in the morning fun. We do a bolus feed, which is a feeding through the tube. It's ran by air gravity with a special formula. And then I prepare a formula and bring it with us, and throughout the day I'll give him formula. And he does we keep on hand inhalers and such because he has bad asthma now. And in the evening, around dinner time, he's done for the day and has to sit for a 10-hour feed. And that is our day. I think it's difficult to understand this disease. One day it seems like everything's okay, and then the next, it's like he can't have any of these foods, and they say, well, why not? You gave it to him before. And so I think it was hard for family to come around to the reality, but I was dealing with it quietly, but it was just a build-up over the years.
We're hoping that by introducing this disease state to more and more community members, that we can garner enough interest and enthusiasm for research and financial support for research through community effort.
I really think that people should consider donating to CURED, because not only do 100% of the funds donated go straight to research, but this is such a new diagnosis, and I think it's becoming more and more prevalent. I think a lot of people have it and don't know that they have it, or same with their children, and it's so all-consuming. And you think about family gatherings and holidays and the way we celebrate, everything is wrapped around food. And when this is something that centers on what they can't eat, those children feel excluded and alone, and so do their families. And when money is getting put into research for either new treatments or better ways to test for this disorder than having to put my child under every single time, every 3 months, there's got to be a better way to handle this. There's got to be a better way to treat this.
Hi there, and thanks for watching. I'm Gareth, and I'm the founder of the Like-Minded, the social advocacy platform. Via my friend Chris, I've seen how devastating this disease can be to people's lives, and I would like to help. So, every time somebody clicks on the video below, Like-Minded is going to donate $1 to CURED. So I want all of you to get sharing and get clicking on this video. Get clicking now.
I wish there's something that